Recent studies have shown Colorado to be the #1 most desired state to move to, and it's no surprise. So here are the top 10 things you need to know about moving to Colorado. Hey guys, welcome back to Living in Colorado. I'm joined here with my little buddy here. This is Nalo. He's just getting broken into living with people. Anyways, I'm Joe Benjamin. I am a local real estate broker here in Colorado, and welcome to the channel. If this is your first time here, please hit that little bell and notification so you can get notified anytime we have a new video coming out. Before we dive into the video, I want to make sure that if you have any questions at all about living in Colorado or you're thinking about moving here, go ahead or text or call me at 720-807-7979. Make sure you stay to the end. You're not going to believe what the #1 reason is. All right, so 10 things you need to know about moving to the Denver, Colorado area. All right, coming up, number 10. The direction that your home faces, it matters, and I mean it really matters. Here in Colorado, we've got the north-facing snowy driveway syndrome. In the winter, if you have a north-facing driveway and we get a good snow at the beginning of the year, there's a good chance it's going to remain snowy and icy the entire winter. While across the street, your neighbor could be sitting out in his driveway with flip-flops and a pina colada because it's going to be nice and dry and warm. So the north-facing driveway here in Colorado, especially with the way that our sun patterns work and the way that we're situated, you definitely don't want that. It's just one of those things here. All right, number 9. If you are a sports fan, we have got it for you. We've got the Denver Broncos, the Colorado Avalanche, the 2022 Colorado Avalanche Stanley Cup champions, I might add, the Denver Nuggets, the Colorado Rockies, the Colorado Mammoth, the Rapids, all of our amazing college sports teams. We have world-class stadiums, Invesco Field, Ball Arena, all sorts of wonderful stuff. So if you haven't checked out a game in a professional setting or at one of the college campuses, it's something that you're gonna wanna just really take in. The atmosphere is amazing. We have tons and tons of great local food. The craft beer, which we'll get into, which is served at most of these places, is just through the roof. And just the level of commitment that our fans have to our Denver sports teams is just amazing. Even when they're not playing that great, we still love them. The beer and food trucks in Colorado. So our food trucks are amazing, but what's even better is the craft brew scene here in Colorado. So Colorado actually has 10% of the entire market on craft breweries in the nation. So especially in the northern part of the Denver area, up as you go into Longmont, Berthoud, Fort Collins, Boulder, there's just a craft brewery on every street, every corner, and they produce some of the best small batch beer you can find anywhere in the country. And if you can't find a brewery that has exactly what you want, do not stress, because there's probably a neighbor down the street who's got a home brew batch going in his basement or garage and is just waiting for someone to come over and knock on his door and pop a top with him or two. So the craft brew scene is amazing. I'm a little bit of a beer snob myself ever since moving back. I remember going to college up in Fort Collins and we'd be drinking Coors Light and Keystone and things like that. And New Belgium was the big name in town, and Odell's, and those have grown up and they're still great beer and explosive. But now we've just got hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of small batch things. So if you're into that, you're gonna love it here. All right, number 7, the Rocky Mountains. Not just the national park, but just look at them. They're right here, the Rocky Mountains. And with the Rocky Mountains, that's what makes Colorado famous. We have just so many amazing things that you can do year round. World-class skiing, world-class mountain biking, hiking, hundreds of just amazing miles and miles of trails. You could hit a 14er in the afternoon, be home by dinner. It's just amazing year round, no matter what. Whether you're someone who likes to go up there and actually adventure, or you just want to grab a glass of iced tea and sit on the patio and look at that amazing view, watch the sunsets and the storms roll in and out. It is amazing. So everything to do in the Colorado Rocky Mountains, from fishing, hiking, climbing mountains, you name it, it is amazing. So the Rocky Mountains makes Colorado famous, and it's well deserved. They are some of the best mountain ranges in the world, and I'm definitely a little biased about that, but I mean, come on. I get to see this every day. It's beautiful. All right, number 6. moving right into that same theme, Colorado is one of the fittest states in the union. And Denver specifically is one of the fittest cities out there. A lot of that reason is we're just one of those states that gets out and does things. Like I was saying, we've got this giant backyard of the Rocky Mountains behind us. So people are always outside enjoying it, going for a run, going for a bike ride, hitting it up for a hike. It's just a great place to be outside, and it just encourages people to be active. And when you're with a group of people who share that same collective active mindset, just great things happen. So we love it here. Not knocking on any of the other states, but you know, we've got a fit culture and it's amazing here. So moving into that though, if you're not from here, number 5 is gonna be something a little different for you. We've got thin, dry air. So number 5 is just our climate and our air. So in the summertime here, if it hits 90 degrees or 95 degrees, it is gonna be something so much different than if you're down in Atlanta or anywhere really that has humidity and you get that same 90-degree air, because it's dry. So yeah, you hear the phrase all the time, especially from people in New Mexico and Arizona saying, it's a dry heat, but it does matter. You're gonna not be quite as miserable. You're not gonna get sweaty as fast, and it's just a lot more tolerable. With that being said though, right now I'm standing at about 5,800 feet or so. I'm up in the Longmont area right now. And so we're pretty high. So if you're not used to it, if you're from sea level, you're gonna be a little bit more winded, a little easier, just because our air's a little thinner. I used to live up in Pine, Colorado at 9,000 feet. And I'll tell you, when we had friends and family come from sea level up to where we were at our house at 9,000 feet, just walking up the driveway, they'd get winded. So to combat that, always make sure if you're visiting here in Colorado or if you're going up into the mountains to do something, stay very hydrated. If you start getting a little winded, just take a breather. It's not a big deal. And just take that extra second or two to enjoy the beauty around you. Number 4, our fall colors. All right, so Colorado here, we have the beautiful Rocky Mountains, which I keep hitting, but it's for good reason. So if you're someone who's a leafy peeper and you like going and looking at all those fall colors, there's a lot of great places across the country you can do it, but I'd argue it's hard to beat Colorado. So we have Breckenridge, which the entire valley will just turn sort of this golden amber. There's Telluride. We've got the $1 Million Highway going down through the San Juans. You can go over Guanilla and Kenosha Pass, and all of these places have just got these amazing aspen groves that just contrast with the green spruce and pine trees, and then you get the golden and orange aspen trees. It is absolutely breathtaking. And if you're a little bit more adventurous and you want to go down to Durango, Colorado, you can ride the Durango and Silverton steam train, which goes through some of those areas, and you get to ride a beautiful 1880s steam train, classic equipment, hear the rumble and thunder of a steam engine, the blow of the whistle going through some of these mountain canyons while looking up at just amazing vistas of just absolutely breathtaking fall colors. You could do that year round, but the fall time is especially brilliant overall. All right, number 2, some of you are gonna love me and some of you are gonna hate me for saying this, growth. So Colorado is growing at just an explosive rate. So with that, that means there are just hundreds of new communities going in. And the nice thing about that is with those new communities, you're getting lots and lots of new amenities. So there's new rec centers, new trails, new places to go and see, places to eat. All of these communities are building up all along the Front Range of Colorado, and it's really driving a lot of fresh infrastructure, and the stuff that's a little bit older is getting a big facelift. I remember back when I was growing up, some of the places in downtown Denver were really not good places to be, and now they're some of the most 5-star neighborhoods you can get. And so we're seeing sort of that revamping of some of the communities, and we're also seeing places that just were farmland and things like that now being vibrant, thriving areas. So the downside, yes, we might be losing some of that farmland and some of that traditional Colorado industry, but we're also attracting a ton of growth in high-tech industries, just whether it's aerospace or technology. The state is just really growing in what it's being able to produce and becoming a really big anchor in the center of the country for all sorts of new high-tech industries. All right, so number 1, I promised that you guys wouldn't guess it, but maybe you did. Number 1, the Colorado vibe. So if you're new to Colorado, if you're just driving through, or even if you've been here for a while, you've seen your 200th Subaru by the second hour you're here, or Jeep. And just like I had at the beginning of the video, it probably has a dog with its tongue hanging out the window and all of that. So the Colorado vibe. We are a group of people here that absolutely love our animals. We love the outdoors. We love each other, and we love the adventure of living in Colorado. I'll fully admit, if you meet someone from Colorado out of state, they're going to be a little bit cocky about it, even to the fact that we won't even acknowledge if your state, like California, maybe has mountains or not, because ours are so beautiful. But that's okay. We're proud of Colorado, and that's just because it is such an amazing place to be. Overall, the people here are super friendly. Like I said, with number 2 there, the growth, a lot of our roads now, even the country roads, are starting to get dedicated bike lanes. So we're friendly, we encourage that outdoor activity. It's an amazing place to be, and we absolutely love it. And there's just so many friendly people here. So that Colorado vibe, that's number 1 for me, and I absolutely love it. So if you are looking at moving to Colorado, if you're already here, just want to say welcome. I hope you got a little bit of value out of these top 10 things. Go ahead, and if you have any questions at all, comment below, or you can text me again at 720-807-7979 and enjoy that great life in Colorado. We'll see you guys next time.